Welcome to the championship game of the Tip-Off Tournament 2009. You got Burton in the green uniforms taking on the Wildcats. And the championship game should be a dandy. Got two athletic teams, two good shooting teams, two teams that are well coached, play good defense, and the Wildcats, Twin Valley, will have the basketball first. That's Munger with the ball, trying to go down a low post to dunk, and then taken away by Antones up ahead. Pierce trying to kiss it off the glass at home. Munger will get the rebound, and it's an intriguing matchup between these two teams. They won rather handily in the opening round. Of course, Burton defeating Otter Valley and Twin Valley defeating MSJ. Antones was really the key to that first win for Burton here in the tournament, as he shot 5 3-pointers in the first half. Favreau will kick the ball out, and I think he was looking for Oliver. He never moved to the corner, and it'll be a turnover. So one of the matchups is going to be the quickness, the guard play of Burton against Twin Valley. Twin Valley got to get out on the edge of the defense, protect the perimeter, and not let Antones and Favreau and those guys just shoot without any pressure on the Antones in the backcourt. And I'll tell you, the other thing that impressed me so much the other night about Burton was their defense like that. They create a lot of turnovers off the press. Pierce will give the ball back to Favreau, and you'll find Oliver. A couple different Olivers out there. The brothers Jake is number 24, Jake Oliver. And they'll go out of bounds. So a little out of sync right now. And TJ Oliver, number 14, is a senior out there for Burton. We're 57 seconds into the title game and no score yet. Hayford had a big night, 29 points, I believe, against MSJ, as he again hit from the outside, shot the 3-ball very well, could put the ball on the floor, take it to the hole off the dribble, and Cipriano with the basketball, and got travel call. Could be some feeling out process here, some pregame jitters. And there'll be a turnover on the travel, and they'll have the ball slide out. Burton will have their own bench area. Favor with number 34 and Oliver 24. And Favor matched up against Molnar, looks for the baseline roll to Antones, and Pierce with the ball. And Antones' first three will be off the mark tonight. And Cipriano traveled again, caught the ball in the front court, then had Antones run in front of him, and that threw off the steps to the basket. And a minute and a half into the ball game, and we have no score yet. Seth Rice, the head coach at Burton. And Chris Brown, of course, is the coach at Twin Valley. Oliver clutched the dribble, and Favreau found a little seam, kicked it back out. Pierce to Antones, and again you can see they're out on the shot. He'll take it off the dribble and get it. This is what he did in the second half. When look at that. Look at Favreau with those quick hands. Then hand the ball off to Pierce, who didn't look like he was expecting it, and didn't get the shot off. So Burton with a 2-0 lead with 6 minutes to go. We'll set up. That's first quarter score. First quarter, 6 minutes to go. Antones up, and he's going to be short again, but he's a shooter. He'll keep shooting until he gets it going. Hayford, front court. Molnar over the top, and they're looking to slide to the basket with Skylar Duncan. He stayed stationary, and another turnover. I'll tell you what arc on the shot to get over the top of the defender. Favor almost came up with the steal again. Here comes Hayford. He's coming off that big performance in the first round of this tournament. And boy, we got to fall away from the basketball. There's going to be Oliver called for the foul. In the game's first foul, we'll go to Burton's Jake Oliver. Cipriano will catch it near that center court logo. Hayford will get the ball under control. He's got Antones on him, and Hayford went by him high, and that might have been tipped. Goes into the hands of Birch, and foul. It's Oliver just picked up his second foul as he came out to contest the shot, and he will foul Birch. So Troy Birch, who the other night shot very well from the free throw line, will be back at the line trying to get the first points of the night for Twin Valley. And 2 team fouls on Burton, both belonging to Oliver, and that will sit on the rim but not drop in. As Joel Zuvali coming in the ballgame, number 11 for the Bulldogs, and Oliver, the sophomore, will sit down with 5:18 to go in the first quarter. Missing them both, and Hayford kept it alive, and last touch by Hayford will go out of bounds to the Bulldogs. And Zuvali in the backcourt with Favreau. No press extended by Twin Valley. Yeah, they got a kick coming up, and it's going to be ball on the baseline out of bounds to Burton. They'll have it underneath their own basket there. Going to have Favreau put the ball into play, and he will. As Antonez to Favreau to the bucket, and no. Suvale keeping the ball alive, and he does. It'll stay with Burton. Molnar on the ball defensively, trying to deny the pass. Antonez to Favreau, back to Antonez. Pierce, and he shot very well from the perimeter also. And we got have a foul called on TJ Oliver. So the two Oliver brothers collect all three of the Burton fouls here in the first quarter of play with 4:55 to go. 2-0 Burton championship game of the MSJ tip-off tournament. The consolation game was won by Otter Valley over MSJ. Nice catch by Cipriano to Birch. He'll post up, turn, fire, short, rebound up, and Skylar Duncan will miss the hoop, but it's recovered by Hayford. Hayford, 3-balling it, and no. Had a good look, an open look. Look at the offensive strength on the boards, and a foul, and shots coming up as Birch got the rebound, and that foul is going to be called down on Volley, number 15. I'm sorry, Pierce, number 15. And so Birch at the line, Troy Birch, 21. Will get it. The lefty will convert. That to be the first points of the night for Twin Valley. So the Wildcats get on the board via the free throw. Oh, yeah. So they're 3 of 4. Missed 3 of 4 chances here in the first quarter from the free throw line. They're actually 1 of 4. But it's early and it could be jitters in the feeling out process. As Zufali will swing the ball over to Favreau. Wants to go baseline. Molnar surrendered it, and Favreau went wing to wing, nowhere to go. Brings it back to Antonez. You see how they have Cipriano right out on Antonez on his man-to-man. They're not letting him get any space to catch and get the shot off. Takes it from the free throw line and got it. Antonez. Chris Antonez with his first points of the night makes it 4-1. Burton. Hayford handles the ball well, getting off to Molnar. He's going to bring the ball back into the hands of Hayford. Molnar and Hayford play toss and catch. Break the timeline, and you see him just doubling the ball. It's actually tipped and picked off by Oliver, and he'll be tripped by Cipriano. Inadvertent, but still, we're going to call it a hold. Whatever. And we're going to have Pierce slide over and bring in to Favreau. He'll match up with Molnar, and again, it's going to be an intriguing matchup tonight because there's all kinds of good athletes out there on the floor for both sides. Quickness, well, so far early on, it looks like it's going to favor Burton. That was an area I thought would favor Burton, especially from those three guards of theirs, Favreau being one of them. Oliver hung around the baseline and almost able to slap the ball free from Hayford. It'll be a turnover, and here comes Twin Valley. Cipriano will stop and call for his third travel. It's 3 travels on Cipriano here in the first quarter play. Patrick Hancock coming in now for Burton. Along with 13, Shane Quintana. So Hancock and Quintana coming in for the Bulldogs. Like I said, it was really the first round. The two teams on the floor were by far the best two teams in the tournament. And what happened was Molnar had possession but was out of bounds when he was touching the basketball, and he was battling Zufale. And we'll have Burton take possession with 3:05 to go in a 4-1 game in the first quarter. Fouls are 4 on Burton, 1 on Twin Valley. Twin Valley in the white, Burton in the green. Favreau wants to work off the screen, goes in the corner, and Quintana will miss the shot, and it'll be Skylar Duncan with the rebound. So it's a one and done on that possession, and here comes Molnar. Quintana on him, and Cipriano passed up the shot, went baseline, and ball will slide through the hands of Birch and out of play. But again, even with all these missed shots and turnovers, it's only a 3-point ball game, so that's a good thing about these tournaments. You get some matchups like this here that we won't see As Antones catches, fires off the back of the rim. No good. And Duncan, over the top of Zuvale, will get the rebound for Twin Valley. But to Cipriano, will travel this time, and he'll get the finish. Nice job by Cipriano releasing and getting down the floor ahead of the defense of Burton. And it goes 4-3 now, the Bulldogs. Gabriel waves Quintana through the baseline and brings the ball back up to Antones. Looking for a 3-ball up, and nope. Look at Zuvale get the rebound and get fouled. Joel Zuvale be fouled by Cipriano, and that'll send Zuvale to the line to shoot a couple. Tell you, he got the rebound between 3 Wildcats out there. It's Joseph Keefe coming in the ballgame for Burton, number 12. He'll replace Favre. Now, Keefe the other night showed a really good jump shot from inside the arc, that mid-range jumper. A lost art shooting that mid-range jumper. And boy, Zuvale will get him the 6-3 now, Burton, and then Molnar will face some pressure, find the middle of the court to Hayford, and they'll give it on the wing to Cipriano. Over the top to Skylar Duncan, and beautiful press break. So I tell you, that's the way you do it. The ball never hit the floor, just came up on a couple passes, and makes it a 6-5 ball game. Bulldogs by 1. Burton's Antones will give it off on that side. That's Quintana. To Keefe. Keefe backs up. Muller didn't follow him, and so they give it the elbow to Zuvale. Zuvale to Antones. Good job defensively early on here in this first quarter of containing Antones. He's got a couple points, but yeah, first 3 of the night, and he had a defender on him. That's why I was about to say good defensive job, but Antones is a pure shooter, and he'll make his first 3 of the night, 9-5. Hayford has to go out from his foot forward, picked up by Zuvale. He'll pivot away from Molnar, and now hand the ball off to Quintana. Is the Bulldogs with that quickness, that defense, and Hayford's going to call, I believe, for the hand check. Yeah. And Murdoch will come in the ball game now. Ian Murdoch for Twin Valley. Yeah, and Keefe side out. And Antones will let the ball come to him as he's gone in the back court to receive the pass. See Birch on Hancock. Hancock, using his height advantage to get the shot up over the defender, will be 2-bit long and strong, and Murdoch puts the brakes on and will spin the pass back and picked off by Keefe, and he's up and got it. Keefe with the steal, and boy, you start to keep the stat now, points off defensive takeaways, and that's starting to go up now. And there's a turnover because of the press in the backcourt. And so just like against Otter Valley, this defense creating a lot of their possessions in their offense here. Is that's going to be Antones to the wing, to the basket, and oh, I had to wait. Sometimes those second bounces here come off the rim. Here comes Murdoch to the elbow, and then stolen away by Keefe, and he'll lose it out of bounds. They're trying to bring the ball back to Hayford, and those quick players from Burr and Burton getting in those pass lanes. 16 seconds to go in the first quarter. 11-5, Burr and Burton. This is the championship game of the MSHA Tip-Off Tournament on Munger Vision on PEGTV. You can go to www.pegtv.com. Oh, it's Molnar from the outside. And a 3-ball, 11-8. 1 second, and nope. And that's good. Quick pace. We're going to have an 11-8 first quarter lead by Burr and Burton over Twin Valley on Munger Vision. Well, not the electrifying first quarter that we saw from Antones in the first ball game, but again, you can see that guard play. Both defensively and offensively. The big thing that Twin Valley's got to really watch against Hayford will be on Antones early. It's going to be Hancock with the basketball and Birch on him. Not a lot of subs off either side. Both Olivers picking up fouls for Burr and Burton. Jake with 2 fouls and TJ Oliver with 1. Oh, great ball fake, yeah. On the floor prior to the shots. What the possession foul. That was Quintana that got down along the baseline, got both defenders in the air. And oh, how many times have I said it over the decade and a half I've been doing this? Once, well, you can't give up that baseline defensively. And there's a 3-ball by Quintana. Defense never talked. He got out there on the wing, and he'll put it up and make it a 14-8 lead for the Bulldogs. Hayford on the dribble will break the press, bring it down to Skylar Duncan. Up off the window and in for Duncan. Nice push by Hayford on the dribble this time, just like they talked about in the huddle between quarters. Quintana, as Murdoch got back, took away the passing lane. He didn't want a driving lane. There's a lot of quickness on the floor for both teams right now. And so running up top to Antonez, you can see the defender, Cipriano, stayed with him. Cipriano, or sorry, that's Birch this time. Birch on the switch and going to drop. Cipriano had him in the first quarter. He's not in the ball game right now, though. And Hayford with the basketball, bring it back to Birch as they pass over the top to Molnar. Getting a talk in the huddle at Twin Valley about not letting the double develop and going to count it, and chance for three-point play for Hayford as a pass. He was deflected right back to him. He took it through the basket and made it. It's favorable. TJ Oliver and Jake Oliver outside the score table to come in for Burton. As Suvale, Hancock, and Antonez all sit down for the Bulldogs. Hayford will cut the lead to 16-13, so a nice little run there by Twin Valley. Keefe quickly to the elbow. We'll hand it back to Favrel. Favrel with Antonez on the bench. Favrel will run the point. He'll come off to TJ Oliver. Now TJ, for being a post player, shoots the outside shot extremely well. Look at Jake Oliver right there. And the finish by the sophomore. Jake Oliver with the basket. Just took him off the dribble. And that's going to be a foul. TJ Oliver will pick up his second foul. So TJ with 2 fouls and his brother Jake with 2 fouls. And that's going to be the 16th foul on Burton. As Birch to Molnar. And a nice job by Hayford coming back to the ball, creating a pass lane. And then he'll dribble out of the press. Up from the free throw line, and no. Tell you, I like the way they, since the break between quarters, they talked about how to attack the press. It hasn't been as effective. They've done a good job. Twin Valley will muscle it up and in. I believe it was Birch with the basket. It'll make it 18-15. Burton Favrel off the dribble, and again, bringing the defenders, following them up high because they got to respect the outside shot. And then they're able to take him off the dribble, and Quintana almost got the steal. Birch asked to slide down a tad, and he will. 20-15, Burton. Hayford, look at that. Before the trap developed, got rid of the basketball. Hayford on the trail, up, and 2 points as Hayford. I'll tell you what, they've listened well to their coach, Chris Brown, because this is exactly what he was talking about, and they're exactly executing the way they drew it up on that dry erase board. Favrel. Birch switched off, picked up Favrel, forces him outside the arc. Favrel between circles now, waits for the screen to set. Comes to the inside, elevates, and got it! That's beautiful. That's college basketball right there. That was beautiful. Just force his defender off him on the dribble and stop, pulled up, and swish. 22-17, Burton. 4:51 to go. First half. We haven't seen a lot of wasted motion here. Very efficient teams. And that's going to be a weak side rebound by TJ Oliver on an air ball. Gets it to Favrel. Favrel, the last second called to Keefe, turned around, made a nice catch. Molnar forced him to bring it all the way back around. Now look at Oliver, Jake Oliver. Showing his agility there. As again, nice passes, break the press. And we are going to have a Twin Valley timeout. 30-second timeout called by Twin Valley. They're down 24-17. Yeah, Dylan Cusack in the ball game now. Number 13 in white for Twin Valley as Molnar gets it to Murdoch, and they'll bring it back to Cusack. They're giving Hayford a break right now. He's on the bench getting a blow, and they'll hand it off. Antonez back in the ball game. He's got it for Burton. He's going to bring it off to Favrel. They work so well together, those two, Favrel and Antonez. TJ Oliver will stop, drag the pivot foot, and Antonez will protect the ball going through the paint on the way to the hole and is fouled. And 2 shots, so Chris Antonez going to the line, just a tad under. 4 minutes now, 3:56 to go. And it's going to be the 15th foul. First foul on Molnar, and he'll get the free throw to drop in there. As Pierce comes in for Quintana for Burton. Pierce, number 15. And Cipriano, 10 for Twin Valley. Number 15, Hayford, back in the ball game. So a very brief rest for Hayford. 25-17, and it stays 25-17. Birch will get the rebound and avoids having the ball ripped out of his hands by T.J. Oliver. Favreau stays in the backcourt with Molnar and pass to Cipriano. Again, it's such a good reacting defense here. Rebound on the floor, comes to Oliver. He looks for a guard, picks up Favreau, and on the run, Favreau with a long pass to Antonez. And beautiful Antonez. All he needs is a sliver of a look. Just a little tiny crack to slide through. And this time he just took it to the hole. So Cipriano brought the ball from Birch with the left hand will get the finish. 27-19 now. Burton leads. They have the basketball. They're in the green uniforms. They got here by defeating Otter Valley. And look at that. Antonez cut along the baseline. I thought he was too far behind the backboard, but just an incredible shot right there by Antonez. Right eye here. Good read by Antonez. Got his hand up. They're looking for Skylar Duncan. Tried to just bullet pass it in there, and Antonez will knock it out of bounds. It was Tony Bernard in 22 now. So Bernard, or Bernard, I'll have to double check that, in there for Twin Valley. Molnar with the catch at the elbows, forced wide by Favreau. And they didn't get the double on it, but they did force him out wide. Bernard will get it. So off the bench and in the game, immediately making an impact is Bernard. You'll cut the lead to 8 at 29-21. Favreau waits for Pierce. He lines it up for a 3-ball, and no. Tell you, they've done a good job of limiting the 3-point attempts and makes here. And then Burton showing you that those guards can take it to the hole too. Oh, nothing but the bottom of the net. 3-pointer for Cipriano. And that cuts it down to a 5-point lead. Now, they don't have to have a 6-footer or a 6'5" guy to have an inside game. Your guards can drive to the hole, making that your inside game. That's just what Burton's done. Pierce catches, fires, and drains it. Oh, that was beautiful. Caught and shot and dropped it all without motion. Beautiful. 31-24, Burton. Like the flow of this game tonight. This is a good championship matchup. Again, they're trying to go downside to Bernard. Slapped away by one of the Bulldogs, and will stay with Twin Valley. They're going to lob it in there. Nice catch by Hayford, and off the dribble. He put it right off the knee of one of the defenders. Comes back to Twin Valley and Cipriano. The Hayford baseline up, foul. Antonez will pick up the foul, but I like the way he challenged the shot. And Hayford going to the line to shoot 2. Chris Antonez with his first personal foul, and swished by Scott Hayford. And on his second attempt, he will be just as good as the first and cuts the lead to 5 at 31-26. Favreau waited. Molnar on him defensively, kept enough of a space so that he wouldn't be able to let the offense start to get by him. Got a hold call. Molnar will pick up the foul, number 23. Looked like a hold, see what he calls it. Bad block, okay. As Murdoch will come into the ball game for Molnar. So Murdoch in for the second time tonight now from the bench, and that is a 6-team foul. Maybe at the posted personal fouls. I believe that's just 2 on Molnar. Up and no. Well, look at Pierce sneak in and get the rebound. Nobody boxed him out. He just came in unmarked and got the rebound for another possession with a minute and a half to go. Oh, they had Oliver wide open, and boy, he knows it. He had an open look and was trying to make the basket before he made the shot. They're going to bring Bernard out and bring Molnar back in the ball game for Twin Valley. So they got all the pieces in place, and they try to break the press, and great hands by Molnar there. He's a pitcher during the baseball season for the baseball team here at down there at Twin Valley. Hayford between the legs, ball fakes, and then gave up the shot to Murdoch. They were looking for the cut. Great hands right there. Great balance, and anyway, he kept possession, and Molnar No, front rimmed it. And Cipriano able to rush to the loose ball, and nope. Tell you, they're getting some good looks open. And who was that to hustle? That was Oliver, Jake Oliver, that hustled to get that basketball in possession for Burton. 51 seconds to go in the half. And Favreau up off the finger roll, no good. Antonez with the basketball will turn to the free throw line, open, and nope, missed. A rare open miss by Antonez. And I can't see him holding the last shot for the last shot here, as each team has just done a nice job of playing basketball all the way through it. Trap in the corner, and he'll step out of bounds. He turned to the baseline to escape trap, and I thought at some point he was definitely going to have to step out of bounds. There was no room down there, and he did. And now the instructions from Burton bench, our last shots. Favreau with no pressure in the backcourt will walk it up. Down to 19 seconds on the game clock. Probably around that 10, 11 second mark, they'll put the play into motion. And exactly what they do, 10 seconds. The coach says, here we go, and they start. Favreau on the dribble. Will kick it out. This is TJ Oliver. No. Rebound on the floor. It's going to count if he gets in there and off the front of the rim, and a good first half in the championship game. We'll see Burton take a 5-point lead for the half over Twin Valley on Munger Vision. Okay, so what we had delayed before the start of the second half was a question on the book. You have to have the same starters on the floor to start the second half that ended the first half, and there's a score by Hayford. And now we're going to tell you there was a lot of banter back and forth between the Burton bench and the officials in that first half of basketball, and they were looking for some different calls. They weren't happy with some of the calls that they weren't getting, but I just focus on the camera, getting the iris set. So 31-28, and Twin Valley will take the basketball over. They're down by just 3. We're in the third quarter of play, and nobody in these series foul trouble. It's going to be Cipriano trying to get the pass, be knocked away by Pierce. Burton in those green uniforms. I'll tell you, Twin Valley, compared to the other night, they did a good job against the Burton three-point shooters. Cipriano got into a trap on the sideline, able to throw over the top. That's going to be up and no good. Rebound, battle around, swatted around, and controlled by nobody. It's going to be a jump off. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Hayford. I thought he had tied him up, but that's going to be a foul on Hayford, and that's big because that becomes his third personal foul, and that becomes the first player in serious foul trouble. Favreau was looking to slide it to Pierce on the baseline cut. Antonez open, and Antonez got it. There, I finally got my iris to cooperate with me. The game looked white hot because I couldn't shut down the iris. There we go, and they're going to foul on Cipriano going to the floor. He's fouled by Oliver. And I believe that's his third. Yeah, so Oliver will pick up his third. So he'll get 3 fouls now. 34-28, Molnar will take it side out in front of his bench area. They'll lob it into Hayford. Going to keep Hayford in, and believe me, those 3 fouls. Cipriano short, and Birch missed the bunny, and he goes up, got stripped, and goes out of bounds off from TJ Oliver. Burton will be Wilmington, or that's her old name, the Wilmington, Vermont School, Twin Valley basketball. Skylar Duncan, they really haven't got the ball down inside a lot. The guys like Duncan. Hayford to Cipriano. There's Duncan, and uses that size advantage. Will rim out on him. Up, Birch got it. Nice job by Troy Birch. Favreau with the touch. He'll go back to Pierce. Pierce. Little bounce pass on this side to Jake Oliver. They're trying to get to Favreau, and they've got him pretty well blanketed on that side. A great pass, and finish by Oliver. Just a beautiful feed. As Antonez came in to make the steal, and Hayford able to spin away from him. And oh, Skylar Duncan, he'll look at his hands, but that was definitely his fault for not making a catch. So 36-30 now as Burton with the lead in the basketball. 6:04 to go in the third quarter. I'll have the trophy presentations at the conclusion of this championship game. This is the MSA Tip-Off Tournament 2009, and on the miss, Birch will keep the ball. I keep his hands moving so they can't tie him up. Wait for Hayford to loop behind him, and Pierce will follow Hayford all the way down the floor. Cipriano spins away from the double team, and boy, he was able to just get enough push on the ball to get to his teammate. And there's Skylar Duncan with the basket. Cut the lead to 4 now at 36-32. You see Faber trying to set up off the dribble and take Molnar. Antonez with the grab, got to the free throw line, and they have Birch on him. Go back up now. See if Birch follows, you might take him off the dribble. There's the help, and there's the roll. Interesting play setup with a jump ball call. Interesting play because they had the double team come to Antonez. He threw it down into Oliver, who was rolling to the basket, but he opted to kick it out on the wing instead of finishing the layup. But they executed everything beautifully. Boy, Favreau left alone at the arc for a second, not to take the shot. We'll get it out to Jake Oliver, playing with 3 fouls. As is Hayford. Pierce blocked straight down and out of bounds. Nice slide defensively coming up from behind to make the block. Oh, Oliver came in and missed it. Left it short. Favreau up. He missed it. A couple of good chances at bunnies, and Cipriano will put it up and get it. It was a little awkward looking, but he kept control of the ball through traffic. Makes it a 2-point ball game at 36-34. So Twin Valley down by just 2 now. And put the English on it, but not rolling it in. Oliver up. That was definitely blocked by Duncan. And there's the outlet pass. Looking for the tie or a lead here on this possession down the floor. Cipriano with the running hook shot will get it. We have a timeout taken by Burr and Burton. And Twin Valley's got this thing tied up at 36 all with 4:18 to go in the third quarter. That was a much needed Burr and Burton timeout. Now coming up against no pressure again is Favreau, number 34. Again, they've done a good job defensively of taking away the perimeter shot, or contesting the perimeter shot Twin Valley has. That was Zuvale in the ballgame, number 11 now, and he looks for Pierce to step up to the free throw line. They work it from the inside out. That was Oliver to Favreau. He got below the free throw line, and that's going to go up. And man, I don't think it was tipped. So Twin Valley looking for the lead here. And Zuvale got there and tipped the ball out of bounds. Now Cipriano, who's had a good start here in the third quarter, going to bring the ball all the way over to Molnar, and he'll grab it, and somehow Pierce came down with it. Pierce has got the basketball for Burr and Burton, and boy, he could have pulled up from the free throw line, but he gave it to Favreau, and he'll set up the offense now. Hey, this has been a real well-orchestrated man-to-man defense being played by Twin Valley in the third quarter. They've tweaked things around defensively, and of course their coach, I can hear him, Chris Brown, every move, just like a conductor. Calling the switch-offs, calling the screens, calling the backdoor cuts. Pierce, no. Rebound, Hayford. I tell you, it's some good dynamics here on the floor with the athletes. Look at Duncan step up, and boy, I don't think you realize how open he was the first couple seconds. He got the ball, he looked behind him, and then he realized he could just step to the hole. And Favreau will get the foul, and they'll send Skylar Duncan to the line to shoot a couple. But now each coach making some nice, the initial game plan by Burr and Burton, and then the counter change here by Twin Valley, and that's good. There's a 37-36 Twin Valley lead. Quintana coming in for Pierce for Burr and Burton. And yeah, he'll get 1 of 2, and look at Hayford get the ball, keep it alive, and Cipriano to Molnar. Cipriano hit some big baskets here in the third quarter for Twin Valley. That time the ball taken away by Oliver, and he'll get it to Favreau. Antonez up, and it's on a rim and tease there, but he wouldn't drop in. It's going to be Burr and Burton basketball. And they're going to take Molnar off the inbound pass. He's going to drop back. And tell you what, just good defense, and going to be off from Molnar out of bounds. You see Favreau directing. He wants somebody to kick up top. I think he wants Volley or Oliver to do that right there. And it's going to be Oliver at the top of the arc, bring it back to Favreau. See, they have enough strength in Birch, Molnar, and Hayford to be physical with the guards on Burton, because they have enough athleticism also to keep up somewhat quick with them. And see how they switch off there on Antonez. Favreau up and way off the mark this time. Hayford looking to take it to the outside. There's a long pass up ahead to Cipriano right on the button, and that running hook shot this time off the window, no good. Rebound, and the boards are being controlled by a very strong Twin Valley squad. That time it was Birch that did it, up and in 39-36 Twin Valley. As it's going to bring Jake Oliver off the bench to the scorers table and back in the ball game. Next opportunity. Antonez flicks it. No. Well, they're taking him off the shot, just enough to throw off the rhythm, and Hayford will crash and burn, and he'll land at midcourt, and Quintana will pick up the foul. And Oliver coming in for Oliver, so it's Jake Oliver coming in for TJ Oliver for Burton. Well, they're going to call a push on Hayford, and that is number 4. Now they're going to bring Murdoch in for Hayford for those 4 fouls with still 1:43 to go. I just want to see who they're going to bring. If they're going to push the Cipriano into handling the ball at the main point for Twin Valley offensively now that Hayford's gone to the bench. So again, Antonez again, no space, no openings to take those 3-point shots like he had in the first game. Quintana, no, had to look, couldn't nail it. Molnar to Murdoch. Murdoch into the front court, and we'll slow it down and wait for the trailer, and it's going to be stolen away by Antonez as he'll got a 2-on-1 here, and there's the give in. They're going to hand off the hands of Quintana out of bounds. Molnar got back in the middle of that, but it definitely was just a mishandled ball. And so Twin Valley will take a timeout with a 39-36 lead with 1:10 to go in the third quarter of the championship game. And they're getting set for that press now that they know that Hayford's not going to handle the ball. Cipriano picked off. Suvale with the steal. Antonez, he passed up the 3 that time. Whoop, Favreau's faked me out on that pass. He works to the baseline. Duncan will seal him off. Cipriano pulled off on the double team. It's going to come over to Murdoch, and 49 seconds ago. I like the timeout taken by Chris Brown, the head coach for Twin Valley. He said this thing isn't over just because Hayford's sitting on the bench with 4 fouls. He said keep on doing what we're doing. It's a team effort. Protect the basketball. They haven't done that either time down the floor since the timeout, but it was a good message. Oliver got it. Tell you, Jake Oliver, just a sophomore, he's got a lot of good decision making out there, a lot of good poise. 39-38, Burton down by 1, and Molnar on the sidelines will throw over the top. Finds Cipriano all the way across court, off from the hands of Birch and into the hands of Antonez. 13 seconds, and they're going to give it to Favreau, down to 10 seconds now. In the third quarter, he'll work off the screen. Up and no. Tell you, he had to look, and it goes off from the foot of Cipriano. And both players kicked it, but that's going to be the quarter, and it's going to be a wild fourth quarter. 39-38. Twin Valley with that 1-point lead, and I expect to see Hayford in after this change of quarters. Now they put Quintana on Hayford, Pierce on Molnar, and then they drop Molnar in the back. Pierce is going to follow him. And Cipriano, again, Cipriano was pivotal along with Birch in that third quarter comeback by Twin Valley. And that's going to be Cipriano again. He's hit some big shots here in the second half. 42-38 Twin Valley. Antonez, as they cleared the floor out for him, he'll draw the foul. And that's going to be on Cipriano. They'll send Chris Antonez to the line. That's a nice job of just spreading it into the floor, opening everything off in the middle, and letting Antonez break down the defender, isolate him, taking him to the hole. That's going to be the 3rd foul on Cipriano. Each team with 3 fouls, and that shot good by Antones. T.J. Oliver coming in for Joel Bball. That's a Burton change, and T.J. Oliver, we're number 14. And he'll get 1 of 2, and Birch with another strong defensive rebound will give it off to Hayford. Playing with those 4 fouls, Hayford will go between the legs, work it back to the center of the floor, and Cipriano. They've used sparing. They got a foul from behind. That's going to be Antones with the foul call on. It's going to be the 4th team foul, and just a 2nd foul on Antones. Hayford will take the ball out of bounds. Up and block up there. Did you see him pin the ball up there? Great block. And I actually got it on camera. And they're trying to see, they gave up the baseline because Hayford didn't want to pick up his 5th foul, but they had help defense come over. And that's good no call. Yeah, Birch did what he's supposed to do, try to draw the charge, but it was a good no call. Hayford with the grab at the arc, will hit the cutter at Cipriano. Cipriano having a big second half. Well, he's picked up the scoring slack for him here in the second half. Nice movement without the ball, and a good job by Hayford to find him. 44-39, Twin Valley. Quintana hard off the glass. He got the opening, went to the left hand, and just slammed it off the glass, and too strong. Hayford on the trail will get it to Munger. He'll find Cipriano. He didn't make the clean catch, but he might have taken a shot. Good catch on this side on a high pass by Hayford. Cipriano sets, fires, and just a little strong this time. He was feeling it too much, though, right there. It's Antones to Oliver. 6:14 to go in regulation. Oliver on the move, and tell you, I like the strong option there of taking him across the paint and drawing the foul, but he'll miss the shot. Hayford will split the double team, and Cipriano, yeah, it's going to be a timeout taken by Twin Valley. The head coach, Chris Brown, called the timeout. And it'll be a 30-second timeout, 44-39. Twin Valley would lead over Burton in the championship game of the MSA tip-off tournament. 5:58 to go in regulation. And Otter Valley winning the consolation game over MSJ. Well, it's going to be a nail-biter right to the finish. I'll tell you that right now as they drop Cipriano into the backcourt against Pierce. Kept his balance, went to the floor with one hand, and we'll get it off to Molnar. Oh, look at that great weak side. Oh, they missed it, but yeah. Offensive rebound up and in. It's Birch with it. And it was a nice job finding Wrinkly on the weak side. Nobody rotated over defensively, and it's 46-39. A 7-point lead for Twin Valley. Remember, they trailed at the half. And again, they've done one thing they've done well here in the second half, help come back. Their defense has been stellar. They've gone man-to-man, and there's been really communication, switching off, knowing the cuts, and that's going to be Skylar Duncan making it a 48-39 Twin Valley ball game. But the rebounding, if you look at the rebounds in the second half, Twin Valley far superior numbers off both the defensive and offensive boards. Pierce might have traveled. He did. So Pierce will travel, and we're going to have a Burton timeout as we're down to 5:08 to go, and a 48-39 Twin Valley lead. Again, Bridge will take the ball out of bounds, and he's just made a lot of good decisions in his ball game. There's going to be a foul, and I believe Pierce, 1-5, will get the foul call. Nobody's in the bonus situation. It's the 5th foul on Burton as a team. And Troy Birch for the top to Molnar. He'll make a nice grab on the run, bring it into the front court. And boy, they laid back nicely. Oliver was protecting the weak side that time, and he made the interception. Basically the same play they ran prior to the timeout. Pierce, 3-ball on it. Got it! 3-pointer for Pierce. Hustling far from over with 4:48 left. 6-point lead for Twin Valley, 48-42. Oh, look at, again, Birch turned away from the pressure, gave it back to Molnar, and no. This time, it's Antones with the rebound. He'll bring it on the dribble himself into the front court. Favero. Well, they're not pulling the trigger on those shots as quick as they did in the first ball game of the tournament. Oliver on the elbow. Duncan on him. Anthony's three-point shot, no. Boy, he's had to work so hard in this ball game. Those legs don't have the coil in them. Hayford got in the air, gave it out to Cipriano. Got it! Cipriano and Hayford again. And boy, has that worked well in this ball game. Cipriano, just a great effort here in the second half. Well, I wondered when Hayford got in foul trouble, who was going to step up and assume a stronger role, and it's been Cipriano. And there's Anthony with the steal and the foul. Didn't get the basket, but he's going to the free throw line and shoot a couple. And they're going to have to find that intensity button on this Burton defense, because that's what they created so many points with in the opening game of the tournament against Otter Valley. Again, that now took place with 3:42 to go in the fourth quarter with an 8-point lead and 7-point lead now at 50-43. That is the second foul on Munger and the fourth on the team. 5 team fouls on Twin Valley. And Chris Antonez will can them both. Now they'll set the press up after the made basket, and Birch will get it into Hayford, playing with those 4 fouls. Picked up his 4th foul with 1:43 to go in the third quarter. Hayford turns, fires, and no. Look at Duncan. Oh man, instead of going right back up with it, he'll kick it back out. Oh, great look up and foul. Oh, going to the line. Tell you, they've used their inside strength with Duncan and Birch to their, really big time advantage here. So Skylar Duncan going to get a couple shots here as that foul was on Antonez. That's his 3rd personal. And Duncan will miss the first. And missed the second. Pierce came flying out of nowhere to get the rebound to Antonez. Favreau, baseline. Favreau stops, starts, brings it all the way across, and waits for Pierce to come to the elbow. Favreau in the corner. Duncan on him. Waits for the screen to set. Got body on the floor. It's Cipriano, and there's an offensive rebound by Oliver. It's going to be Jake Oliver to TJ Oliver, now to Antonez. Antonez off the dribble will float back. Under 3 minutes to go now. That's a 3-ball by Favreau. No. Up and got it. The sophomore, Jake Oliver, with the offensive putback, makes it a 4-point ball game at 50-46, Twin Valley. Hayford will cruise into the front court. Look at that pass along the baseline. That is beautiful. That's beautiful. That was, first of all, the behind-the-back move to get open, and then the no-look pass to the baseline was on the money, and then Birch with the finish. 52-46, Twin Valley. Favreau to Pierce. And he had to reach for the pass, or I think he would have turned and taken the shot. And very deliberate offensive set here, because I tell you, it's like a chess match with the defensive setup. He come out to help there, and then he pass was high and tight to Oliver. He'll step to the hole and gave it out to his brother, and I don't know how he found room to get the shot off. He plays like he's 6'6", Jake Oliver does. A minute 56 to go in regulation. Favreau brings it up top to Jake Oliver. To Pierce. Waits for the screen. Favreau. Oh, look at the time he's got. And he got it! That time they never put pressure on the perimeter, and he's able to set, sight, and drill it. 52-49. Travel call on Cipriano. Burton in a 1-possession game, down just to 3 points. Minute 39 to go in the fourth quarter. That's Munger on Favreau, and Favreau wants Pierce to go baseline. That isolates him on this side. That they're going to bring. If that's Oliver, that's his 4th foul. 14 is TJ Oliver, so that'll be just his 3rd foul. Yeah, they'll be taking the side out now. That is just Cipriano to Munger. To Birch, look at that baseline, how they worked it up, and Duncan protected the ball by turning his back to the defense, so they have to go throw him. Big basket there. Antonez up, got it! Oh, he hung in the air and then brought the ball down underneath, and beautiful shot. Tell you, Antonez is a big-time player. Munger lost the dribble, the Duncan front court, and the timeout taken by Twin Valley. It's 54-51. Twin Valley with the lead in just a minute 6 to go in regulation. Well, first step, get the ball into play. And you can see everybody marked up pretty well, and they'll find Hayford to Duncan right to that baseline. Boy, they've taken advantage, and he'll miss it. Keep the rebound alive off from Birchand to Pierce. 54-51, three-point lead. Burton with the ball, just under a minute to go. Hey, they had the good look. They had the look they wanted down on the blocks, and he just didn't convert it. Baseline was open. Favreau didn't take it. He'll lob it up to Oliver. They don't need a three ball right now. They're going to run the weave up top. Pierce. A bounce pass on this side. There's the cut. Antonez kicks it out. Favreau. Ball fakes, penetrates, up, and got it. Got a 1-point game with 28 seconds to go, and Seth Wright's running down the side. We'll call a timeout. So with 26.8 seconds to go, 54-53, Twin Valley with the lead in. What a championship game. What I'm impressed with is both teams, obviously, but both coaches done a really good job. This is early season basketball action. This is a 54-53 game. Twin Valley, first thing they do, get the ball in bounds. And almost a steal. Hayford will tiptoe along that inline, and the ball is loose, and Burton has it. Pierce slapped it away. And Favreau, 17 seconds, looks to the bench. Are they going to bring it down? Yeah, they're going to play through without a timeout. Favreau, 11 seconds. Antonez, pass tip, ball on the floor. Timeout called by Twin Valley. They went to bring the ball back, and it's Cipriano who came up with the steal. And Twin Valley's going to have the ball in a 1-point lead with 6.5 seconds to go. Boy, what a precarious sequence of events for both teams there. At first, looked like Burton came up with the big turnover. They had driven the ball below the free throw line and never generated a shot off. But again, here they are. They have to get the ball inbounds, and if they can do that, then Burton would have to foul immediately because there's only 6.5 seconds to go. And it's only the 1-and-1. Burton's only got 7 fouls, which is big. So what a nail biter. What a great way to end up a tournament. No timeouts left for Twin Valley. That's big because if they can't get the ball in bounds, they can't call a timeout to stop from getting the 5-second count. So Hayford's going to take the ball out of bounds. They're going to not play a defender on the pass here. Everybody's going to drop back and try to keep the ball from coming in. They're trying to deny it. Cipriano back to Hayford. And there's the foul. They had to fall quick. 5 seconds even on the clock. 54-53 as they're looking at Favreau. He'll get the foul. But now, even if you go through the scenarios, it's a 1-and-1. If he makes both of them, you're only down 1 bucket, a 3-point shot. If he misses the first shot, you got to get on those boards. And he'll miss it, and Burton will get it. Timeout called. 4 seconds on the clock. I tell you, they've had chances to put this game away. Both teams have. Burton, remember all the opportunities that they didn't capitalize in the first half? And now with Twin Valley, with the turnover on the last possession and then the missed free throw here, 54-53, and they're going to have to go baseline to baseline. So I just think I saw the official say ball's going to be out of bounds on this inline. So Burton's got to go the length of the floor. But the good thing is they don't need a 3-point bomb. If they can try a long pass, break somebody clean. But you also got good shooters like Antonez, Favreau. Guys can handle the ball, but I want to see when Twin Valley sets up the defense if they're actually going to put a body on the inbounds pass to make it more difficult to get the ball over the top and down the floor. So just a great tournament this year. Ida Valley won the consolation game. MSHA, good representation both games. Twin Valley, Division 4 school, up by 1 point over Division 2 Burton. In a game that just showcased good athletic talent, good coaching, just good basketball come out. Get out and support your teams in your area. Okay, so they're going to have Favreau take the ball out of bounds. Okay, that's number one. They're going to put Molnar on the inbounds pass. And they're going to call timeout. Great defense played by Twin Valley. And so they'll see what they want to counter with it. Seth Rice had to, we'll get a 30-second timeout. Okay, so nobody's got timeouts. Everybody's out of timeouts. Now they're going to put Skylar Duncan on the inbounds pass. Oliver's going to take the ball out of bounds. There's the long pass up ahead. And it's going to be on the floor, and they're going to hold on to it. And Twin Valley's going to win the championship. There it is, 54-53 over Burton. What a ball game on Munger Vision. And I could see the Proctor coaches here while scouting out Twin Valley. The Mill River coach, a lot of people here scouting, a lot of coaches, but a great effort by Twin Valley. They trailed at the half to Burton, and just both teams, real class operations on both sides, but two good teams played in the finals, and it was an outstanding ball game. 54-53. Congratulations to Twin Valley for the win. A great effort by Burton. I'll get to see Burton again later in the year at Mill River, so I'll have that for you. And we'll get the trophy presentations and the coaches with the handshakes. So I'm just seeing where the trophies are going to come from right now. So yeah, Twin Valley with the, well, first of all, their defense in the second half, right from the coach to the players, was outstanding. Tweaking, nice job of adjustments. The defensive boards. And there's Athletic Director Marty McDonough with the trophy. So the runner-up trophy coming out, so they're going to have the captains come on out. I know they're dejected right now, but they are a good-looking ball club. And so Burton will take the runner-up trophy. And now the big trophy right there is going to go to Twin Valley, as they'll be the 2009 tip-off tournament champions. Like I said, defense, defensive rebounding, the pushing the ball down to the baseline to their post players. You see the captains going out right there. Skylar Duncan, number 30, Scott Hayford, number 15, and oh yeah, just a type of game that seemed like it was played so well that it was the end of the season type of play. So there it is on Munger Ridge in the final, 54-53 Twin Valley.